Ravens Nation. What you're about to hear could be terrible news for the Baltimore Ravens. Odafe Oweh, one of the cornerstones of the defense after his stellar 2024 season, has his future at risk, and the situation is getting more and more tense. If the Ravens don't make a quick decision, they risk losing one of the team's biggest talent, which could be devastating for franchise's plans in 2025. Oweh has become essential to the defense, and his departure could irreparably change the team's course. Stay with me until the end, because what's at stake now could be a turning point for the team. Go Ravens! Odafe Oweh has always been considered a great talent, but his journey in the NFL didn't start with the explosion many expected. In the early years, he showed flashes of ability, but his lack of consistency and solid numbers made many question whether he would ever reach elite status in the league. However, 2024 was a year that changed everything. Oweh registered 10 sacks and finally delivered what the Ravens have been waiting for, becoming a key piece in the defense. He proved he could be one of the top pass rushers in the NFL, leaving doubts about his future behind. This transformation wasn't just luck. Oweh worked tirelessly to improve his technique, including enhancing his hand play and reading of the game. The Ravens' defensive line also evolved, which helped Oweh put more pressure on opposing quarterback. As a result, he became one of the defense's biggest stars, and his ability to impact the game was amplified. Baltimore's defense started to stand out as one of the most feared, and Oweh was one of the driving forces behind that success. Now, Oweh is about to enter the final guaranteed year of his contract with a $13.25 million salary in 2025. While this represents a considerable raise from his previous earning, the truth is he is on the verge of becoming a free agent. With such a great 2024 season, he will certainly be looking for more than just a one-year deal. The focus of his career now is to secure a long-term contract, whether in Baltimore or with another team, and this puts the Ravens in a complicated position. With his future now at stake, the dilemma for the Ravens is clear: act quickly or risk losing an essential player. Oweh's performance in 2024 left no doubt that he is one of the pillars of the defense, and his value in the market will only grow. Baltimore needs to decide whether to secure Oweh's future with the team or allow him to explore the free agent market next year, which could be an irreparable loss for the team. Will the Ravens be able to secure Oweh, or will he become the next big star sought after by all teams in the league? Oweh surprised everyone when he made two mysterious posts on X, which left fans wondering what was going on. The first post was simple, just a peace emoji, but it was enough to spark an immediate reaction from fans and the media. After all, this was Oweh's first post since November 2022, which only heightened curiosity about what he was trying to communicate. The post was vague, but at the same time full of possible meaning, causing fans to start speculating about the player's future. Hours later, Oweh made another even more enigmatic post. "Man, I hope not, but God's plan always wins." These words added an even deeper layer to the mystery. What did he mean by this? Could it be related to his football career, or perhaps a personal situation he was facing? The possibilities were endless, and this only fueled the fans' interest. The connection to the first post, the peace emoji, seemed to suggest that Oweh was trying to say something important without giving clear detail. With these posts, fans began speculating whether these signs were related to Oweh's future with the Ravens. Some thought he might be referring to a situation with other players, like Marcus Williams' potential cut, but most believed the focus was on him. After all, with his fifth-year option guaranteed, Oweh holds significant value, but also faces an uncertain future with the team. He might have been expressing doubts about his stay or seeking more security in his next contract. This situation created a major dilemma for the Ravens. Oweh's post raised many questions, and the franchise now has to deal with speculation about the player's future. They will need to act quickly but cautiously to avoid the situation dragging on and causing even more uncertainty. Ultimately, Oweh's future with the Ravens may depend largely on the negotiations that unfold in the coming month. Will the Ravens be able to clear up the mystery and secure Oweh's future, or will the player be heading towards new challenges? Oweh's contract is one of the most crucial issues the Ravens need to resolve in the coming month. He's about to play the last guaranteed year of his contract with a value of $13.25 million. This represents a significant increase from his previous salary, but the fact remains that he's approaching free agency, which puts the franchise in a delicate position. Oweh had an excellent 2024 season, but being close to entering the free agent market puts the Ravens in a tough spot. With his great 2024 season, Oweh is now one of the top pass rushers in the league, and his value in the market is set to rise. The question is, are the Ravens ready to commit to a long-term deal? If so, how will they balance this with other salary needs on the team? The competition for Oweh will be fierce, as many teams with significant cap space will be willing to pay whatever it takes to secure a player of his caliber. Baltimore will need to be strategic if they want to keep him, but the decision goes beyond finances. The Ravens also need to consider the value Oweh brings to the team. The Ravens' defense has been outstanding, largely due to Oweh's impact, and losing this talent could significantly weaken the unit. The big question is whether Baltimore is willing to invest so much in a player who, despite his rise, doesn't yet have a long-established career in the NFL. Will the Ravens bet on his continued growth or prioritize other areas of the team? Oweh's future, therefore, depends on how the negotiations between his agent and the Ravens unfold. The franchise faces a big challenge, as losing Oweh to the competition could be an irreparable mistake. For the Ravens, the focus now is on making sure Oweh stays in Baltimore, but also managing their cap space and future signings intelligently. The free agent market will be ruthless, and time is running out. Will Baltimore be able to convince Oweh to stay, or will they lose their star to another team seeking a more secure contract? Well, we're past the halfway mark of the video, but I notice you haven't hit the like button yet. It's really important for YouTube to keep recommending my content, and that way I can keep bringing it to you. So, go ahead and leave your like. It's free. Thanks. Now, let's continue. Odafe Oweh's situation isn't just about the player, but about the future of the Ravens defense as a whole. With Oweh's rise and the impact he's had, the franchise now needs to make key decisions to maintain the strength of their defensive unit. Oweh's future will reflect how much the Ravens value the continuity of their defense, especially considering how well he's fit into the scheme. Losing Oweh would be a significant blow, and Baltimore knows that. The immediate future of the defense with his leadership could be seriously compromised if he leaves. Moreover, what happens with Oweh in terms of his contract could also signal the type of commitment the Ravens are willing to make to their key players. Will Baltimore make an effort to keep their rising star, or will the franchise let Oweh go in favor of other financial priorities? Oweh's performance last season showed that he could be the key to the defense's success in the coming years. But this won't be guaranteed without a renewed contract that reflects his value. The big question for the Ravens, then, is roster and cap space management. With the possibility of seeing Oweh leave, the franchise has to consider alternatives and plan for the defense next season. The negotiation game will be tense, and Oweh's market value, if he becomes a free agent, will be enormous. Every decision the Ravens make now will affect the future of the entire franchise, especially regarding how to build a defense that remains one of the most solid in the league. The dilemma the Ravens face is undoubtedly one of the biggest of the offseason. Retaining a talent like Oweh, who has already proven to be an emerging star, will be crucial for the franchise's future. But will they manage to strike the balance between keeping their star and ensuring the team's long-term success? This decision will be pivotal for Baltimore's future. Will the Ravens be able to keep Oweh and strengthen their defense, or will they have to accept that he moves on to another team? With Odafe Oweh's 2024 season solidifying him as one of the top players on the defense, the pressure on the Ravens to ensure his stay in Baltimore has only increased. After a standout season, Oweh not only met expectations, but exceeded them, becoming a key player on the defense. His spectacular 10-sack performance put his name in the spotlight, and the Ravens know he is no longer a disposable player, but a star. This places a team in a situation where decisions must be made quickly. At the same time, Oweh is approaching a crucial point in his career. The 2025 contract, with $13.25 million guaranteed, is only a temporary solution. While the pay raise is significant, it also brings a feeling that Oweh wants something more. He is at a point where security of a long-term contract, especially after such a fantastic season, seems like the next necessary step to solidify his place as one of the top stars in the league. The Ravens will have to weigh their option, negotiate a new contract, or risk losing a player who has become essential to the team. For the franchise, the implications of failing to act quickly could be catastrophic. If Oweh enters the free agent market, his departure could mean losing a player who was central to the transformation of Baltimore's defense into one of the most formidable in the NFL. The fan base already feels the impact of the possibility of Oweh leaving, adding an extra layer of pressure on the Ravens to make a strategic decision that ensures both immediate success and long-term continuity. Therefore, the Ravens' position is clear. Inaction could be a risk the franchise cannot afford. The dilemma here is that the team cannot simply rely on Oweh's strong 2024 season. Management needs to think beyond that, towards what's to come, and consider the future of the defense, which depends on their choices. The risk of losing Oweh may be one of the most critical decisions for the future of the franchise. The situation requires the Ravens to demonstrate their ability to act strategically and ensure that the defense remains the team's central pillar for many years. With the pressure mounting every day, will the Ravens take the right steps to retain one of their greatest talents? Now, with everything we discussed, it's clear Odafe Oweh cannot be overlooked due to a complicated situation. He is an essential piece of the Ravens' defense, a true talent that goes far beyond a simple game or season. His importance to the team is undeniable, and the Ravens cannot afford to let him slip away. The real question is, will the Ravens act quickly to ensure Oweh stays, or will they lose one of the biggest defensive talent? If you also believe that Oweh should be part of the Ravens' future, share your thoughts in the comments and show just how crucial he is to the team. We cannot let a wrong decision affect the future of our defense. Until next time, Ravens Nation.